Now the pressure is on because a lot of people want to see, well, can she do it again, or was this just luck from being or coming out at a time where hip hop wanted something different? Hip hop didn't like Nicki Minaj.
BX, you know I rep that. Bitches step back, I'm right back on my bullshit. You can bet that. Rack hoes, I never stress that. I don't address that. Cardi B, find me anywhere to check at. These bum bitches is broke, and I don't respect that. That is sugar daddy talk, but they don't reflect that. You ain't open up no business, got no business. I be in a mansion and you be in my mansion. I get right out the trenches to top of the charts. Lost friends on the way, this shit is breaking my heart. About 30 seconds in, I'm like, where do I start? I don't act, I'm a hustler, just playing my part. What you spend on your whip, bitch, I spend on my fit. You don't let your man hit, cause you been on my dick. I'm about to follow him back and send him a pic of me holding my Grammy, rubbing my clit. Get that input, I'm guaranteed the outcome. Ask that, but I still coke it out some. Make a nigga pick a middle like he Malcolm. There's just a little something till I finish out the album, bitch. Ah! Suck my dick! Suck my dick!
Cardi B, love her or hate her, you can't ignore her. From her breakout anthem Bodak Yellow to her Grammy award-winning Invasion of Privacy, Cardi B has skyrocketed to become one of the biggest names in hip-hop. Known for her unfiltered personality and unmatched charisma, she has inspired millions worldwide by doing just one thing: being herself. Hailing from the Bronx, the cultural hub of rap music, a stripper turned reality star became one of the biggest global names in rap. Well, pretty much since the reigning champ of Nicki Minaj. However, in more recent years, her career as well as her public image have suffered a little bit. She has been facing a lot of challenges that even some of her biggest supporters are struggling to defend. From cheating scandals to lawsuits and court cases, causing her fan base, the Bardi Gang, to not only face the wrath of Cardi B herself, but also feeling a little bit outcast for having one simple request of the woman that they stan, which was: be serious about your sophomore album release. After 7 years since her debut album, her fans are just tired of waiting. And some are even leaving the fandom in favor of other current leading female rappers, whose current chart success goes way beyond just features. So what happened? How did Cardi go from one of the most unstoppable forces in hip-hop and in just pop music or global music in general, to a star who is willing to utilize her fans' engagement but not listen to their criticism, causing Cardi to lose many fans, the very people that she considered her family? Let's dive in and unpack the real story behind Cardi B's rise, reign, and controversy in today's video: the disappointing downfall of Cardi B. But first, a word from today's sponsor. Today's video is proudly sponsored by Love and Pies. Now, if you've already been here before, you guys will know that Love and Pies have sponsored this channel once before, meaning that I am extremely familiar with this game. So it's kind of become my daily escape, and it is super relaxing. And honestly, it is just the perfect way to unwind after a long day of having little humans dictate every part of your life. Because unlike those tiny little humans, I can pick it up and play when I want, and then put it down whenever I feel, giving me that sense of freedom that I honestly haven't felt in years. Now imagine this: your mother's cafe has just been burnt down due to mysterious, unforeseen circumstances. Now it's up to you to rebuild it from the ashes and uncover the secrets behind the fire, as you bake treats, serve customers, and transform the cafe into the business of your dreams. Now things take an unexpected turn when your high school sweetheart shows up and suddenly reignites old feelings, just adding that extra bit of touch and spice to the ongoing drama. Unlike other merge games, you actually get to choose how you want your cafe/bakery to look, meaning that every decision it is that you make in this game feels that much more rewarding because you're getting to choose how you see your own vision. The aim of this game is to match the of fitting ingredients, to create pies or other baked goods to give to your customers. And through this, you will make money as well as tips, which all help to go and finance your dream, which is bringing your mother's cafe back to life. The art style in Love and Pies is just next level. It's beautiful, colorful, and polished beyond most mobile games. My favorite part of the game is honestly seeing how far my beautiful cafe has come. And honestly, after playing this game for almost a year now, I cannot recommend it more. So definitely give Love and Pies a chance and download it using my link in the description box down below, or you can use this QR code over here. And furthermore, if you were to use my link and reach day 3 of the game within a week, you can claim an extra sweet Valentine's Day treat, which is 200 energy and 50 gems. Perfect to help you get started with their current Valentine's event. So what are you waiting for? Download Love and Pies from my link in the description box down below, or you can scan this QR code over here to get started. And once again, I would like to say a massive thank you for the continuous support of Love and Pies on this channel. Please make sure to use the links, because if you do, it greatly supports my channel. And with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Born Belcalis Melinis Cephas Alamanzar on October 11th, 1992 in Washington Heights, New York City, Cardi's life is as bold and unfiltered as she is. Growing up in the Highbridge neighborhood of the South Bronx, she was shaped by her multicultural roots. Her dad, Carlos, is Dominican, and her mother, Clara, is Trinidadian, with African and Spanish heritage. That mix helped shape her identity as an Afro-Latina, something that she proudly owns. She also spent a lot of time at her grandmother's house in Washington Heights, which is where she picked up her signaturely thick accent. However, Cardi wasn't an only child. Her younger sister, Hennessy Carolina, was born in 1995. Growing up, Cardi faced her fair share of struggles. At 16, she got involved with the Bloods gang, a choice that she now warns others against. But she wasn't just about that life. She also attended the Renaissance High School for Musical Theatre and Technology, where she was mostly known as the rebellious kid, but also had a deep love and passion for English.
I be telling people, like, my teachers never told me that. My teachers always told me, like, it's like, why are you not focusing? Why are you not taking these things serious? You're so smart. And even when I left school, there was like kids, you know, smarter than me, better grades than me. All the teachers always told me, like, you're gonna go far. You're always gonna go far. You're always gonna go far. And I felt that.
After high school, Cardi B gave college a shot at the Borough of Manhattan Community College, but she eventually dropped out. Like many people growing up in NYC, she actually had a job at a bodega or, grocery store. But after getting fired from that job for just simply not being very good at it, she took a turn that changed her life forever. Now, Cardi B has always been real and honest about how stripping pretty much saved her from poverty, as well as the abusive relationship that she was in. It gave her the finances to be able to get out of that situation. And if you aren't aware, one of the leading reasons why women tend to stay with abusive partners is usually due to things such as financial abuse. So having the power to be able to actually liberate herself and get out of that situation is no small feat.
How did you get out?
Stripping, getting my own money and leaving. How was I gonna leave if I only made $200 every week? Ain't no way.
So basically stripping saved your life.
Yeah, you know what? It really did though. That's why I would never play the game. A lot of people be like, oh my gosh, like they make it so negative, but like it really saved me from a lot of things.
So to begin with, she started telling her family members that she had a babysitting job for like a really rich family. But eventually, after all the signs were kind of making themselves clear and people were connecting the dots, she decided to come. For years, she has faced quite a lot of criticism for her past, but she has never lied about it. She has always been upfront about her struggles, and it's ultimately her struggles that led her exactly here, where she is today. Because Regardless, Cardi B's rise to fame started in 2013. She began by posting hilarious, unfiltered videos on Instagram. These were like the stripper chronicles, if you will, showing her life as a stripper, what goes on behind the scenes, and stories of her lived life. Like, literally, people could not get enough of Cardi B.
Shoes, $1,200. Glasses, like $400. But bitch, my outfit, $20, bitch. Get yourself together, bitch. Know how to budget, ho.
From there, she ended up getting brand deals and endorsements, and then eventually making so much of a name for herself that she ended up doing quite a few club appearances. All of this was prior to her even releasing music. She was definitely making a career for herself as a social media influencer. However, just 2 years later, in 2015, Cardi B landed possibly one of the biggest gigs of her life at that point, which was a starring role on VH1's Love and Hip Hop New York. And we've got to be real, for Cardi B's season, Cardi completely stole the show. She was able to showcase her quick wit, her bold personality, which ultimately made her one of the breakout stars of season 6. Outlets like Jezebel and the New York Times called her the heart of the series, thanks to her unforgettable one-liners. Now, around this time, Cardi B started dipping her toes into music. Her first single, Cheap Ass Weave, which was a remix of the UK rapper Lady Leisha's Queen's Speech 4, further showed off her personality. And due to the virality of the Queen's Speech 4, as well as her remix to the already popular song, a lot of people started asking Cardi B to start releasing more music. And it was at that point that she began to realize, hold on, I can start taking this more seriously. Then in March 2016, Cardi B went on to release her very first mixtape, Gangsta Bitch Music Volume 1. Now, it's very clear that Cardi B had one goal when she started Love and Hip Hop. She wanted to let her personality shine, but also have the opportunity to use it as a stepping stone to launch her music. She was very calculated in her decisions here. One of her biggest storylines on the show was trying to get a DJ called DJ Self, who was helping manage her club appearance, to take her rap career seriously. She was practically begging for him to give her some airtime, begging for him to see her passion and potential. But he just didn't get it. And honestly, looking back right now, DJ Self must look at himself and literally want to punch himself in the face, because that has to be one of the biggest fumbles of all time.
I don't know if you know Cardi, she's doing music too.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
She in the beginning stages.
I didn't see you at Running Fest the other day.
I heard a lot about it. What happened over there?
Oh, you talking...
It was basically a platform for new artists. Unfortunately,
You didn't tell me that part though.
You was busy.
No,
You was on the road.
it's not because I'm busy. It's because you want to know something. He don't believe in my music. Like he don't even ever believe in me at all. So he always
would
like
you say
downgrading
that?
me. But I'm the underdog.
However, just after one season of Love and Hip Hop, Cardi B was like, yeah, peace out. And we never saw her again. But it was clear that she knew that she just had to go all in on music. Prove the naysayers wrong. F the doubters. She took her Love and Hip Hop money and invested it right back into herself. And honestly, looking back, that was possibly one of the best gambles ever. In 2017, she released her second mixtape, Gangsta Bitch Music Volume 2. And it's from this second album that she was able to sign a major deal with Atlantic Records. But the real game changer for Cardi B and her trajectory of her career was one thing. One song, and that song is Bodak Yellow. That song wasn't just a hit, it was literally like a full-on takeover. There is not a single woman back in 2017 that did not know the lyrics to Bodak Yellow by heart, especially my generation, girl. Listen, I even remember being pregnant in 2018, and the only way I could get my daughter to move inside my tummy was to play Bodak Yellow. I know. So Cardi B has been inspiring future generations since day dot. This song topped the Billboard Hot 100 and made her the first solo female rapper rapper to hit #1 since Lauryn Hill. And Lauryn Hill did that in 1998. And then from there, she was performing this song everywhere. The Wendy Williams show, the Jimmy Kimmel show. You name it, wherever people wanted her to perform this song, she was performing. And it was from that point that she really established herself as an artist to really look out for. And she didn't slow down. Then in 2018, in April that year, she released her debut album, Invasion of Privacy. With bangers like I Like It and the emotional Be Careful, she proved that she could do it all. The album debuted at #1 on the Billboard Top 200, and she ended up making history again, becoming the first solo female rapper who had got themselves a Grammy for the Best Rap Album. It was unprecedented. It had never been done before. So she literally went from reality TV star and influencer to straight up rap royalty overnight. Everywhere Cardi turned, every way that she moved, it was a win. And boy, did she win. Awards, darling. And the only person who wouldn't know a Grammy if it hit them in the face is Nicki Minaj. Okay, so if you were unaware, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj do not like each other. If you want like a detailed history of the back and forth between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, might I suggest my video, which will be somewhere at the top of the screen right now, which is the long 3-hour video it is that I made about Nicki Minaj and her story. But today we're just going to touch on a little bit of the rap beef between Nicki Minaj as well as Cardi B, but mostly about writing and ghostwriters. So if you aren't aware of the beef, it all started bubbling over around the time that the Motorsport song had been released, which is a song by the Migos featuring Cardi B as well as Nicki Minaj. Now on paper, this should have been a moment. Two powerhouse rappers rapping on the same song together, killing it and showing female rap solidarity. But instead, it sparked one of the most talked about rap beefs in years. Fans immediately upon watching the video had noticed some tension. I mean, let's be real, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj were not on the same set together at all. They were filmed in two completely different scenes. Cardi B was filmed alongside the Migos and Nicki Minaj was filmed alongside Quavo, who is one of the members of the Migos, but only one of them. Cardi later claimed that she didn't even know that Nicki Minaj was going to be on the track until she had already recorded her verse. Then there was some rumors that Nicki Minaj changed her lyrics up last minute, and apparently these lyrics were allegedly, supposedly throwing shade at Cardi B, and Cardi B did not take that very well.
And since you want to bring that motorsport shit up again, I'm glad you brung it up because I've been dying to talk about it for a fucking hot minute. First of all, you changed your verse 2 or 3 times, and the day before we were supposed to do the motorsport video, you turned in your last verse of it. And I was not feeling of you talking about, oh, if Cardi the QB, I'm Nick Lombardi, following it up with, bitch, you my son, go sit on a potty. Bitch, you not my coach, because you never helped me to get in this fucking career, and I'm nothing like you, so I'm definitely not your fucking son. I'm a real ass person, you not. So fuck out of here. And I called you that night. Oh, and I got the receipts, babe. All right, there's my phone. I'm going to my camera that I went all the way up. October 22nd. This was your number. I called you twice and you didn't answer. No, show you. It's from the beginning. And I told my label, I'm not doing the video if she don't change her verse. And then my thing is, if you had a problem that I went on the radio and I said that you changed your verse, which you did, which I'm not lying, sis, you had a whole 6 months to call my phone and talk about it like a grown-ass woman. Or you could have hit up Quavo so we could link up like the first time that we linked up and talk about shit in LA. But no, you waited a whole 6 months when you dropped the single to talk about it. How convenient is that? Wow, how convenient is fucking that?
And then from there, things just got even more messier. There were shady interviews, on both sides by the way, cryptic tweets, and subtle jabs at each other in verses. Nicki accused Cardi of not showing her enough respect, while Cardi B made it clear that she is not here to kiss anybody's ring.
The first thing out of your mouth when someone asks you about a Nicki Minaj feature is, she changed her version. Excuse me?
Then the whole drama between the pair came to its head in 2018 in November, I do believe, at the Harper's Bazaar event, where Cardi B literally threw a shoe at Nicki Minaj during a New York City Fashion Week event. From there was a lot of people trying to hold Cardi back and stop the altercation happening, which ultimately led to Cardi B leaving the venue with a huge conch on the top of her head. Not her proudest moment. But from that very moment where physical violence got involved, and granted 100% initiated by Cardi B, from what we've heard, the infighting between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B went from slight little subliminals to straight up chaos.
Do you know what the fuck it is to sit in your fucking room for hours and days at a time writing raps? You came into my fucking culture. I never had the fucking DJ to play my songs. This woman is at the best stage in her career and she's out here throwing bottles and throwing shoes? You put your hands on certain people, you gon' die. Period.
And as the beef between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj started heating up, Nicki Minaj's fan base, the Barbs, went all in on Cardi B, attacking her at every opportunity. And then what started as fan loyalty turned into an internet war, not just between the ladies themselves, but between their fan bases, with the Barbs constantly antagonizing Cardi B on social media, as well as Body Gang retaliating on Cardi's behalf. This was an internet war that could not be stopped. The Barbs picked apart every single thing it is that she did, constantly calling her a flop due to her not having the numbers that Nicki Minaj does, despite Nicki Minaj's, at this point, decades-old career. Like, of course, Cardi B doesn't have as much hits as Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj has been around since the dawn of time. I grew up on Nicki Minaj, and I'm 33. And they even accused her of riding the wave of male cosigns instead of earning her spot. Which honestly, as a take from the Barbs, this is completely bizarre to me, because didn't Nicki Minaj come up off Young Money Cash Money Records? And wasn't she first debuted on Bedrock in a roster full of men? But I digress, girl, I digress. But one thing that they couldn't shy away from is the fact that Invasion of Privacy was breaking so many records. However, Cardi B was never one to back down, and she clapped back every single time. She was out here posting voice notes, Instagram stories, and even leaking DMs from Barb fan pages that were sending her nasty threats. The internet beef got so bad that some fans even then started making rumors about Cardi B's personal life, questioning her talent and trying to discredit her success. One of the biggest accusations? That Cardi B wasn't a real rapper because she had writers. A narrative that the Barbs routinely pushed about Cardi B to propel the idea that Nicki Minaj was the only real rapper holding it down. So it wasn't just that Cardi B was simply outdoing her in numbers, in streams, in performance, in public interest. It was because Nicki Minaj was the real artist here.
I was on Twitter building my fan base, getting a rapport with my fans, booking shows myself, okay? I didn't have all of that shit. I couldn't pay a bunch of people to say they like me and do all of this shit. We don't pay niggas to front like they like my shit. We don't pay niggas to come in and write my shit.
However, Cardi B was always extremely clear about her stance on having writers as an artist herself. It's not that she can't write, but why not have the help of industry professionals to help you fine-tune your writing? She seemed to hint that this was standard practice within the music industry to hire writers. I mean, we see it all the time in pop, in R&B, in country music, but for some reason when it comes to rap music, there is like this purity test. Like, you can only be a true rapper if you can only write your own music on your own at all times, on your own, in solitude, in the studio by yourself, not a single person, not a doorman. If there is a person in the corner sitting there taking notes, that person helps you, they get writer's credits. Like, there's just such a ridiculous purity test when it comes to rap music. And don't get me wrong, I think rap artists should be celebrated credited for how much they do write on their own. But I mean, nobody's calling Beyonce not a talented singer or performer because she has 11 writers on a track. However, Cardi B, she made it clear that she didn't care, that she had the plaques, the accolades, and the Grammys to show that she is a hitmaker. Now, through all of the drama and chaos, Cardi B had one person who stood behind her, and that was one of her ghost writers or writer friends who helped her frequently on loads of different projects, POTTY Fontaine. Now, he wasn't just a friend, he was the dude, he was the writer who was helping her with some of her most raw and emotional music. Now, I know that people love to talk about ghostwriters in the rap industry. However, Cardi B has always been straight up about working with POTTY Fontaine and gave him credit on numerous different occasions. He wasn't hiding in the shadows or some small-time artist who was being utilized for their hit-making skills and being discarded without credit. He was right there, an established artist himself, helping her bring her thoughts to light. One of the songs that I genuinely believe shows the real magic of their partnership is Cardi B's song, Be Careful. This song was so different from what everybody expected from Cardi. It was raw and vulnerable and full of emotions about a relationship that was running deep. It wasn't the brash, bold Cardi that we had gotten used to. It was a softer side of her, and it hit hard. One of my favorite lyrics is where she goes, "You even got me tripping. You got me looking in the mirror different, thinking I'm flawed because you ain't consistent." Ooh, Paige, when I tell you that hit, we open that. And let's be real, POTTY Fontaine deserves a lot of credit for helping her put that emotion into words.
Man, I thought you would've learned your lesson about liking pictures, not returning texts. I guess it's fine, man, I get the message. You still stutter after certain questions. You keep in contact with certain ex.
His writing made the current status at the time of her relationship with her partner / husband, I guess, Offset, connect with anybody who has ever dealt with trust issues and heartbreak. She wasn't just reading the lyrics, she was living them. Be Careful for me was one of those moments where you could genuinely feel growth from Cardi. And POTTY just played a huge part in helping her tap into that more deeper emotional side of her artistry. But that did not stop the barbs. It seemed as if every move it is that Cardi made, there was barbs ready to criticize her. But despite the trolling, she kept winning. Her songs were charting, her name was everywhere, and she started developing a fan base almost as loud and as loyal as Nicki Minaj's. However, the tension between the two fan bases never seemed to truly ever die down. I mean, even to this day, Cardi B could release, I don't know, a lingerie line, and immediately there would be like floods of comments saying that Cardi B looks ugly, this is terrible, she's a flop, all this kind of negative rhetoric from, you guessed it, Nicki Minaj's barbs. No matter what the headline is, just be sure that the barbs will be in the comments, keeping the drama alive. However, despite all of the drama, Invasion of Privacy continued to dominate, proving that Cardi B wasn't just a reality star turned rapper, she was a serious artist who could hold her own regardless of who had anything to say about it. And Invasion of Privacy was a momentum that could not be stopped. So around the time that Invasion of Privacy began taking over the world, Cardi B dropped one of her most iconic features, teaming up with her work husband, I guess, Bruno Mars, on the song, the remix of Finesse off his 24 Karat Magic album. It was an instant hit, and let's just say it gave Cardi B a little bit more mainstream juice that even Invasion of Privacy couldn't quite do on its own. I mean, this collab made people see Cardi B in a whole new light. Not just as a rapper, but this hilarious and bubbly and totally lovable personality. And the video, it was all Cardi, from the 90s inspired fashion to the dance moves and undeniable energy it is that she brought. And even Bruno Mars was like, yep, this is the real deal. He even took to his own Instagram and posted, "I met Cardi B at 3 a.m. after my show in LA backstage where she recorded her verse for Finesse." He continued, "She walked in the room and she was everything I'd hoped she'd be. Never change, Cardi. Don't let this crazy music business change who you are. You possess something that can't be taught. You are a true star. Thank you for putting your energy and your love all over this record and video. Basically, he was saying, Cardi B, you are the whole vibe. Never let them change you. Now, after that moment, Cardi B even got the opportunity to open up for Bruno Mars on his 24 Karat Magic World Tour. I mean, talk about leveling up, right? But plot twist, she couldn't do it.
Why, Cardi? You were literally on top of the world, even outshining and outselling some of the top men in hip-hop.
Well, it turns out that Cardi B and Offset were expecting their first baby. And with the tour dates lining up around her due date, there was absolutely no way that she could juggle both. It was Cardi B on tour versus Cardi B getting ready to pop. And I guess the baby won. So literally right after Invasion of Privacy dropped, Cardi B was making major moves. First of all, during a performance on Saturday Night Live, Cardi B confirmed what the world had been speculating, that yes, she was with child. Now this was monumental for so many reasons. Because for so long in the entertainment industry, babies had been seen as somewhat of a hindrance. Choosing exactly when to be pregnant was important for your success. And also, with Cardi B becoming somewhat of a sex symbol, a lot of people thought that maybe Cardi B would lose her sex appeal image due to becoming a mother. I mean, the pressure in Hollywood for entertainers to completely abandon pregnancy, if you know what I mean, is extremely real. I mean, even artists like Iggy Azalea were out here hiding their pregnancy and their subsequent child, their kid, because their record labels were like, no babies on the track list. Meanwhile, Cardi B was out here performing with a baby bump. And for the record, some of you guys are probably only just hearing for the first time that Iggy Azalea had a child. Yes, she did have a child. His name is Onyx and he's going to be turning 5 soon. Surprise! But Cardi B proved all of these conspiracies wrong, that you could literally have your dream job and be at the top of your career and be pregnant all at the same time. Could never be me, but I digress. It's clear that being pregnant did not slow Cardi B down at all. She could do it all. She then, in that same month, also dropped the single I Like It, the 4th single from her debut album, featuring a huge artist called Bad Bunny and J Balvin, which essentially became a summer anthem overnight, whilst also appealing to the Latin music industry, giving it a kind of visibility that a lot of artists would struggle to get in their first year since being signed. Fast forward to August 2018, and a visibly pregnant Cardi B was out here performing at the VMAs. She was out there performing, even with her big ass belly. And just when you think that she couldn't have any more chart-topping success, she then collaborates with Selena Gomez and DJ Snake for another Latin anthem called Taki Taki. It was again another smash hit, tapping back into that Latin American music scene, showing that for Cardi, being bilingual had kind of opened up so many doors for her. It made her accessible to so many different demographics whilst presenting as racially ambiguous. And as you can imagine, record executives were literally salivating at the mouth at a racially ambiguous woman who could hit onto the pop demographic, the hip-hop demographic, and the Latin American demographic. So Cardi B was dominating the charts and the culture, all while expecting a little one. Okay, so let's fast forward to 2019, because that year was a wild ride for Cardi B. But at that point, the sophomore album had not made any appearances, but there was no expectation. First up, in February 2019, Cardi B totally slayed the 61st Grammy Awards. Not only did she perform, but she also wore 3 vintage Terry Mugler couture looks during the show. Like 3 outfit changes? Is this the Grammys or is it Fashion Week? Either way, Cardi B was setting the standard for the red carpet and also kind of started establishing herself as very much a fashion girly. Then on February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day in 2019, Cardi B then released another single alongside her work husband Bruno Mars. The song was called Please Me. Now this song was a huge hit and was a steamy and sexy collaboration, might I add. This had a lot of people questioning because it wasn't on the Invasion of Privacy album. They were wondering if this was like a song from her sophomore album. A lot of people were anticipating the release. But no, still no signs of this elusive sophomore album. Then by March 1st, Cardi B set an attendance record at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo with a crowd of, and excuse me, 75,580 people. Yes, that is not misspeak. Almost 76,000 people came to see Cardi perform that night. At this point, Cardi B was just breaking record after record after record. And any sign of this album? No, not yet. And then in May, Press got released. Now, this wasn't any old music video. Cardi B co-directed this video. Did you think that Cardi B was just gonna sit around and rap and just drop hits? Nah, she's directing this shit too. The video was eventually released in June and was mostly about a lot of Cardi B's controversies with tabloids. And this is an honorable mention to Tasha K. If you know, you know. But again, this was another song that was not on the Invasion of Privacy album. So a lot of fans are like, the album's coming, it's any day now, right? But nope. Still no sign of it. Then the summer rolls around and Cardi B starts her very first arena tour, making this tour the first tour by a female rapper to gross over $1 million per show. A lot of people felt, okay, we're getting the tour done. This means that a rollout is imminent. This is usually how it goes. Any day now. No, not yet. Crickets. Then in September 2019, Cardi B makes her first film debut in the movie Hustlers, where she plays like a stripper at the strip club there. This was a film that is starring Jennifer Lopez. If you haven't seen my Jennifer Lopez video, I will leave it somewhere for you to take a look at. Can I just say that Jennifer Lopez, I feel like this is one of Jennifer Lopez's best roles, and whilst I may not like Jennifer Lopez for reasons that I detailed in that video, what I will say is Jennifer Lopez did a phenomenal job with this role, and credit where credit's due. But anyway, in this movie, Cardi B plays like one of the strippers, showing the world that she could act and also putting that drama and theater training to work. But still no album though. Then in October 2019, Cardi B joined Chance the Rapper as well as T.I. to host on the Netflix reality show Rhythm and Flow. And not just that, she was also one of the producers. She was an executive producer, showing that not only could Cardi rap and do all of that kind of stuff, she could also run the show. But again, as people were waiting anxiously, still no album. Then in December 2019, Cardi B then embarks on a Africa tour, performing in notable places like Nigeria and Ghana, and still we are waiting. We are at the end of 2019. Where's the album, Cardi? Nowhere to be seen. And then in 2020, we obviously had the lockdown of the freaking century, and nobody really expected an album from pretty much anybody in this time, even though that actually ended up being one of the most productive years for music, because I guess nobody had anything else to do. But nobody expected it from Cardi B because the whole world was at a standstill. Anything it is that she had put together in terms of an album, it was probably best to put that on pause until the world stopped being so stagnant. But Cardi B used this time to get onto social media and reconnect with her fans, which she did. I mean, Cardi B was on live so much that she became literally a viral meme when she started saying coronavirus.
Guess what, bitch? Coronavirus! Coronavirus! I'm telling you, shit is real! Shit is getting real! Woo!
Then DJ iMarquis turned that sound into an iconic track in the 2020s. Like, you couldn't even move for it. But again, did that album drop? Well, I'll let you guess. Then in 2022, Cardi B released her own liquor line. It's like a liquor cream shot line. I've tried it before, it's actually really nice. Oh, sorry, it says here, liquor infused cream. Liquor infused cream, and it's called Whip Shots. Showing that Cardi B was all about her business, she partnered with this established company and then became their creative director. But that sophomore album? Nope. So after releasing Invasion of Privacy, already at this point, over 3 years have passed since her debut album. And Cardi B has been pregnant, she has been dominating the charts, doing tours, diversifying her audience, getting into acting, and even showing her business prowess. But as for Cardi B's personal life, girl, that was a whole goddamn mess. From storming on stage and directly disrupting her performance to say I'm sorry, to straight up cheating in such a public fashion. Let's talk about Offset's influence. Offset, born Kiari Kendrell Cephas, was already a prominent figure in the rap world as well as a part of the hip-hop group The Migos. Their paths crossed in 2017 when they met through mutual connections in the industry. Now at this time, despite their fame and public personas, they were very, very private about their relationship in this time. However, their chemistry was undeniable, and by the end of the year, they were openly together. The couple made their relationship official with a stunning engagement announcement in October 2017, when Offset proposed to Cardi B on stage during a concert in Philadelphia. Now, throughout their relationship, Cardi B and Offset have always supported each other's careers, with their professional endeavors frequently overlapping. Offset has frequently been credited with giving Cardi B advice and guidance during the early stages of her career. As a member of Migos, he was already an established artist within his own right within the rap industry, and his mentorship helped Cardi B navigate the complexities of fame and the music business. And this relationship at this point was mutually beneficial, as Cardi B brought her unique personality and voice to Offset's world of like trap music, whilst Offset's experience in the music industry helped Cardi B kind of refine her craft. So Offset played an extremely influential role within her career, and that is not to be understated, particularly in terms of collaborations and musical influence. Even in songs that didn't feature Offset, you could definitely hear Offset's musical influence. In songs such as Cardi, like I can definitely hear Offset in that song. The couple not only worked together on several tracks, but he was always there for any public appearances, red carpets, and even all the way down to her business endeavors. If he wasn't directly a co-collaborator in whatever project it was that Cardi was doing, he was definitely there making sure that Cardi B got the most from what she attached her name to, cementing their status as a powerful hip-hop duo. On December 2017, a video surfaced of what appeared to be Offset with another naked woman in the hotel. Now, Offset reported that his iCloud got hacked. However, days later, an OnlyFans model, and just like, I guess you would call her like, you know, somebody who sells their stories like a kiss and tell girl? Well, there's this girl and her name is Selena Powell, and she's known for sleeping with literally everybody in the industry, from Trey Songz to Snoop Dogg, you name it. Oh, 6ix9ine, you name it. She has got a picture of herself in bed with them. And she ran to the tabloids as well as to the blogs, like places like DJ Academics. She ran and told them that she was pregnant with Offset's child. Now, although Cardi B and Offset denied the cheating rumors, Cardi was subsequently seen without her engagement ring on to various different events around that time. Now, to be clear, Selena Powell has since admitted that she lied about the entire story and just did it for clout.
There's no baby. Get over it. Suck my dick. Y'all investigated this shit for 9 months. I didn't give a fuck. I was laughing at you bitches. I don't give a fuck.
However, that doesn't quite explain who the naked woman was in Offset's hotel room. Then, on January 9th, 2018, Cardi B addresses the cheating rumors publicly. In a since-deleted tweet, she said, "Why is it a problem when I want to take my time with a decision on my relationship?" She wrote, "Why do I have to explain myself? I don't ask ya why you still with that man who lives with his mom that don't pay your bills. Since when you guys had a perfect relationship?" But then, literally like 4 days later or 5 days later, in what seemed like complete and total social whiplash for everybody else. Offset then went out of his way to get Cardi B's name tattooed on his body, and this was on January 14th. Now, in March 2018, Cardi B told Cosmopolitan magazine, "It's like everybody's coming down my neck. Like, why are you not leaving him? You have low self-esteem." "I don't have low self-esteem. I know I look good," Cardi told Cosmopolitan in an interview. "I know I'm rich. I know I'm talented. I know I could get any man I want, any basketball player, football player. But I want to work out my shit with my man. And I don't got to explain why. I'm not your property. This is my life. And I'm going to take my time and I'm going to decide on my decision. It's not right what he effing did. But people don't know what I did, because I ain't no angel." She wrapped it up with a hilarious question for her haters. Since when are all these women dating pastors and deacons? Then, on March 29th, 2018, Cardi B issues what many people believe to be a strict warning to Offset with the release of her song, Be Careful, that would later appear on her Invasion of Privacy album. While the entire song details the ups and the downs of their relationship, it offers a very, very strict warning to, well, who else could it be? Offset. So then, after announcing her pregnancy on SNL on April 9th, 2018, Cardi B addresses the cheating rumors again. In an interview with GQ, Cardi B addressed the rumors again, and this is what it is that she had to say. "People used to put things in his head. Cardi's a dog. Don't trust her. We never really trusted each other because I always felt like he could get any girl he wants. What makes me think that he's gonna wanna be with me?" And I think he felt the same way. Niggas wanna be with me and bitches wanna be with him. But what was interesting is in that same interview, she also mentions that Offset is a very good business partner. "I don't really know the music business too well," she admitted. "I always feel like people are taking advantage of me. He's always making sure that I'm taken care of and that I learn something." Meaning that there was some kind of connection as well due to the fact that Offset was really the only person who could really help her navigate the shady world of the music industry. Then, on December 5th, 2018, Cardi B officially announces her split from Offset. In an Instagram video, which has since been deleted, but I have the receipts.
Yes, we grew out of love, but we're not together anymore. I don't know, it might take time to get a divorce, and I'm gonna always have a lot of love for him because he is my daughter's father, and yeah.
Then, on the 9th of December 2018, Offset tweets the following: "F y'all, I miss Cardi." Then, on December 15th, Offset attempts to try and get Cardi B back in an extremely public display. The day after his 27th birthday, Offset took to social media to comment on their relationship again, this time with an extremely candid apology to his ex, Cardi B.
"I only got one birthday wish, and that's to get my wife back, Cardi. You know what I'm saying? We're going through a lot of things right now, a lot of things on the media. I want to apologize to you, Cardi. You know I embarrassed you. I made you look crazy, doing things I ain't had no business. I was partaking in activity that I shouldn't have been taking in. And I apologize, you know what I'm saying? Breaking your heart, breaking our promise, breaking God's promise, and being a selfish, messed up husband, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a better person. I want to get this off my shoulders. I want to get this off my back. I apologize to you, Cardi. I love you and culture. I want to spend Christmas with you. I want to be able to spend the rest of my life with you. I apologize. I'm sorry for what I've done to you. I didn't fuck that girl, but I was entertaining it. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. And I love you. I hope you can forgive me. My birthday wish is just to have you back.
This apology, which was already extremely public, became an even more public affair when he literally crashed Cardi B's Rolling Loud performance that night in LA. Offset showed up with a lavish floral arrangement that read, "Take me back, Cardi," a gesture that did not go so well with my good sis Cardi. Like, she was just not having it. And then she had his flowers removed from the stage. But also that's like high-key embarrassing and super duper unprofessional. However, many felt that it was kind of like endearing to see Offset so willing and ready to be, I guess, rejected in such a public way for the love of his life, I guess. Then, by February 10th, 2019, the pair step on the Grammys red carpet together. This was the 61st Grammy Awards, where Cardi B was nominated for 5 awards that evening, including Album of the Year, which is like a huge achievement in somebody's first debut year. She eventually became the first female rapper to win Best Rap Album for her album Invasion of Privacy, showing that Offset had really become her only support system within the music industry. Then, for a while, everything seemed to be really great between the pair of them. They definitely were adhering to what many people would consider couples' goals on Instagram and on social media. But then, unexpectedly, out of the blue, on September 15th, 2020, Cardi B filed for divorce from Offset after being married for just under 3 years. Then on September 18th, literally days after filing for divorce, Cardi B explained why she was splitting from Offset. This is what she had to say. "The reason for my divorce is not because of none of that shit that ever happened before. It's not because of cheating," she said on Instagram Live. "I'm seeing people be like, oh, he has another baby on the way. That's a whole effing complete lie. That's the second time that people are trying to pin babies over here. No, that's bullshit. I just got tired of effing arguing. I got tired of not seeing things eye to eye." Then on October 13th, 2020, Cardi B takes to social media again to open up about her relationship with Offset. "When people be saying I be doing this shit for attention with this and that, no, I'm just crazy, bitch. One day I'm happy, the next I want to beat an N-word up. I just be starting to miss him, and it's hard not to talk to your best friend. It's really, really hard not to talk to your best friend. And it's hard not to have some D." Then, on June 27th, 2021, Cardi B once again announced that she was pregnant with another baby. And this was obviously Offset's child, and the pair went back to like lavishly gifting each other and being all cutesy all over social media again. And again, we went back to being relaxed for a while, happily married couple doing couple things. But then, in June 2023, Offset took to social media to say that Cardi B had been cheating on him. And then Cardi B took to Twitter Spaces to shut down the claims it is that Offset made about her infidelity, telling people not to pay attention to him at all.
Listen, don't pay attention to that country man, y'all. Don't pay attention to the country man. That Spaces the other day, that motherfucker spiraling and thinking shit. Come on now, I'm Cardi B. I think sometimes motherfuckers forget I'm Cardi B.
But then, after all of these public arguments that we saw taking place throughout 2023 between Offset and Cardi B, out of nowhere, the couple releases a joint track called Jealousy, which was released on July 28th, 2023, which calls out haters who speculate on their marriage. And what's more is that the accompanying music video, which was directed by Offset, also features the couple's 2 kids, as well as Offset's 3 older kids from previous relationships. And we, the fans, were just sat there like, wait, hold on. You guys keep telling us about your relationship. Like, we know about your relationship against our will. Every makeup and every breakup has been extremely public. You guys going back and forth with each other on social media. We see it all. So that really just fueled the narrative for a lot of people, Barbs especially, but even just casual viewers of Cardi B and Offset, that this was a publicity stunt in order to promote this single for Offset. Now, I don't know how much validity there is to that claim, but I do agree that it does look suspicious that they are having a public back and forth on social media, and then all of a sudden Offset releases a song called Jealousy where she's like, nobody can talk about me and my man, and it's like, it was you! Now, for the rest of 2023, it was very unclear what the status of their relationship/marriage was. Like, sometimes it would look as if Cardi B was this, like, amazing, doting wife, congratulating him on his career and strides it is that he is taking, and being extremely proud of him and using terms like my man. But then other times, it seemed as if she just despised him for even breathing oxygen. And at this point, the fans are just tired of the stupid petty back and forth between the two of them, because again, now we're in 2023, and where is the album? But this really did just demonstrate to everybody that her public controversies had pretty much taken precedent over her actual music. She really had regressed back to the reality star that the world was introduced to. Then, in December 11th, 2023, Cardi B then tells us, the audience, that she has been single for quite some time now, and that she just pretty much kept it to herself.
Because I've been single for a minute now, but I feel like today has been like a sign. Like the last time I got on live, I kind of wanted to tell you guys, but I didn't know how to tell you, so I was like, I changed my mind. I wanna start 2024 like fresh, open. I don't know, I'm curious for a new life, for a new beginning.
But then, oh my god, my brain is hurting. But then 4 days later, Cardi B crashes out in the biggest way, losing her ever-loving shit on Instagram Live, screaming about the state of her relationship and her marriage, which left fans confused because we were like, you've been saying that you've been single for a while. So her emotional outburst just didn't match what it is that she told us. She told us that she had moved on long ago.
Cause you will fucking talk to a nigga and a motherfucker will play in your fucking face, over and over and over and over and over again. And she'll be like, watch what I'm about to do. Watch what I'm about to say. And it's so fucking sad that a nigga like to, this motherfucker really likes to play games with me when I'm at my most vulnerable time. When I'm not the most confident. He likes to play games with me because he knows I'm not an easy girl. He knows yesterday I could have been out, I could have been chilling, I could have been this and that. He knows I'm in my house. He knows that I'm chilling. He knows I'm not doing the most. And I've really been sparing you. You've been fucking feeling yourself, you bitch ass nigga, because of your bitch ass album and shit. And you really been fucking doing me dirty after so many fucking years that I motherfucking helped your ass. Not even a fucking thank you that I got for your bitch ass. And it's so crazy that I gotta go to the fucking internet because whenever I tell you something, you don't take shit seriously. And I'm so tired of it.
Anyway, from that point onwards, it seemed as if Cardi B, as well as Offset, had established an extremely good co-parenting relationship. And she also let us into the idea that she's having what I would consider comfort sex with Offset. And you all know what comfort sex is. It's like when you break up with somebody, but they know how to scratch your itch, so you have that comfortable intimacy with them, but you have absolutely no intention of being with that person romantically. Fans began to get that vibe because Cardi B had pretty much told us that on New Year's Eve, she had been D'd down by her husband. Why we needed to know that, I have no idea, but apparently we're in this relationship too. But their relationship at this point seemed, for the most part, stable now, with even Offset directing a music video for Cardi B's Like What freestyle, which was released on March 1st, 2024. Then, in July 2024, Cardi B finally, again for the second time, files for the divorce from Offset. Nobody's confused by this. This was very much an expected turn of events. But then, literally days later, so she filed for divorce on July 31st, 2024. And then on August 1st, she comes back to the world, to the internet, telling us that she is pregnant with her third child from Offset. And we were just like, what do you even say at this point? Her third child with Offset came on September 7th, 2024. And at this point, the divorce has been filed. They've been co-parenting perfectly fine. No crash outs for a while. But it was clear to us as viewers that they had a happy little accident, but they were 100% no longer together. Finally. But literally days after she gave birth, again, the baby came on September 7th. Nigga didn't even give her enough time for her stitches to heal, okay? On September 25th, Offset puts Cardi on blast again on an IG live where he accuses Cardi of sleeping with other people while she was pregnant with his baby, with his third baby. Despite them not being together at all, from what we've seen at least. While she might be growing your baby, you don't have any autonomy over her body. She can do what she wants. She wants to sleep around, let her, goddamn. To which Cardi B responded publicly on Twitter by saying the words, 2 words, and did. But then Cardi B decided to slam Offset further on Instagram live videos and spaces and all of this kind of stuff, to the point that a lot of fans feel like all of these public displays are honestly just slowing down whatever album rollout that she may be planning in the future. Because this is an album now at this point in 2025 that she has been teasing for 7 years. Even like not even that long ago, like literally like, I don't know, less than a month ago with the more recent Grammys that has just taken place, Cardi B was on the red carpet saying the album is ready, I'm just waiting for the right moment to release it. Like, she's been teasing us for like 7 years that an album is on the way.
You are always teasing this sophomore album, girl. Always.
Teasing, but it's coming.
We're waiting.
It's coming and it's amazing. I am so proud of myself. Like, I feel like this album is sounding amazing. And yeah, it's wrapped in a bow.
It's wrapped in a bow. When we gonna get it though?
It's coming. I'm just waiting on everything to be ready. So when it's time to order, everybody can have everything on deck for the pre-order.
But when I tell you that there are so many other arguments that I honestly have not touched on that bring us up to present day, I mean, even another artist by the name of Bia released a diss track about Cardi B, talking about Offset cheating on her. I mean, talk about kicking a bitch while she's down.
I'll be damned, I let a nigga fuck a bitch inside my house.
To which Cardi B, obviously being way richer than this woman could ever conceive at this point in her career, turned around and said, I will literally give you $1 million if you can prove a single thing it is that you said. Which is I kind of live. And now we are in February 2025 and we still have no new music from Cardi B. The ongoing fights between Cardi B and Offset has influenced many of the leading fan pages for Cardi B's fandom to kind of jump ship, just simply leave the fandom. And why is that? Well, 1, no album. 2, constantly arguing with her baby father. 3, getting her fans hyped up and excited for some kind of announcement, only for it to be a collaboration with insert brand name here. And then 4, constantly teasing and then pushing back the album. But this has been going on again for 7 years. The fans are tired, leading many people within the fandom to feel as if Cardi B is probably not dropping this album ever, and we should just all stop pretending that this is gonna be the case, or that she's too scared to drop an album with the more recent success of Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2 album, as well as her subsequent world tour. So why aren't fans excited for this pending album? Well, I think it's due to singles, features, and flopping. Okay, so after the release of Invasion of Privacy, Cardi B primarily focused on features as well as singles, rather than another full-length album. Now, whilst it's not uncommon for artists to release features and singles between the release of their albums, Cardi B's approach felt notably different. She started to appear on a variety of tracks as a guest artist, contributing her signature style to songs by other musicians, in addition to releasing her own solo singles. And the longer that Cardi B waited to release new material, the more that public interest dwindled. I mean, for instance, in 2020, her single WAP featuring Megan Thee Stallion was a massive hit, dominating the charts, pop culture conversations, and also extremely viral on TikTok with an accompanying dance. It was met with excitement and anticipation, but there was no follow-through with an album. In 2021, her single Up was a huge success, once again hitting that virality online. Everybody heard that song. But again, fans were left wondering whether we would actually hear a complete body of work. A lot of people speculated that Up was going to be the lead single for this album. The lack of a full album following Cardi B's debut album of Invasion of Privacy began to foster a level of fatigue within Cardi B's fan base. Cardi B's initial appeal wasn't just her ability to have really catchy verses or super strong singles, it was her ability to put together a cohesive body of work. Like, say what you want about Invasion of Privacy, but it was a cohesive body of work. As the features and singles started piling up, a lot of fans began to feel like that she was playing it safe, relying on her collaborations with established artists in order to propel her own name, rather than pushing her own creative boundaries. In addition to that, the longer that it took Cardi B to release her own album, the more she began to be seen as more of a feature artist, rather than an artist in her own right. Very similar to how we view French Montana. And that's no shade to French Montana, but you know what I mean. And for many fans, it was extremely hard to see Cardi B as a major album artist when her discography was limited to just one single album. It just started to feel as if Cardi B was riding on the coattails of other people's success rather than evolving musically. Now, as we've already discussed, WAP and UP were extremely successful in the years 2020 and 2021. However, not all of her releases in this hiatus period have been as successful as those two tracks. Hot Shit, Toot It Up, and On That Money are three songs that I think were, well, commercial flops. And this is in comparison to Cardi B's other chart-topping singles. These songs, despite their high-profile collaborations, as well as much anticipation, failed to generate the same level of success, raising questions about whether Cardi B has the ability to maintain momentum because we're slowing down now. So let's talk about Hot Shit. Released in July 2022, Hot Shit seemed like it had all of the elements of a smash hit. It was featuring Kanye West as well as Lil Durk, who were extremely popular and prominent figures within hip-hop. The track garnered a lot of buzz leading up to its release, and Cardi B delivered a fiery verse showcasing her signature style. However, Hot Shit peaked at number 13 on the Billboard Top 100 and literally fell off immediately after. Now, whilst this is respectful, it is a far cry from what it is that Cardi B is used to. The track's commercial performance did not meet expectations, and it failed to have the same long-lasting cultural impact that some of her previous songs have. Now, I'm not saying that every song has to be like some, thought-provoking think piece. In fact, I don't think a lot of Cardi B's songs are thought-provoking think pieces. But it did signal to me that fans were less enthusiastic about whatever solo releases that Cardi B will bring, because despite having huge names on that track, it just couldn't break through. Another collaboration, On That Money, featured Cardi B alongside a rising star called Rob49. This song was released in 2024. However, the track struggled to find commercial footing. Despite Cardi B's star power, the song failed to chart on the top Billboard Hot 100. It saw little to no radio play, and I think one of the major contributing factors to this is that Rob49, whilst talented, doesn't have the widespread recognition that people are used to from Cardi's prior collaborations. And plus, because this song was in a particular niche, I feel like it would have struggled either way. But then, what really solidified this for me, and honestly genuinely compelled me to make this video, is last week Cardi B released a song called Toot It Up. It was a song that was released in collaboration with her quote-unquote ghostwriter, Partisan Fontaine, who, as we all know, Partisan Fontaine has worked with Cardi B on numerous different occasions and is an established artist within his own right. This song has not managed to make any kind of significant impact on the charts at all. And as you can see right here, the song has been up for 9 days and it still hasn't reached 1 million views. And then Cardi B also, a few days previously, released this same song, but it's just like the audio version, to an audience of only 30,000 people. Simply put, the anticipation for her album or her future endeavors or her work just doesn't seem to be there in the way that it was a few years ago. Now, for this song to have under 1 million views in 9 days is just completely unheard of when it comes to Cardi B. Cardi B's the kind of person who could literally sneeze on a beat and it would have like 4 million views day one. Cardi B is basically the queen of viral. So if Toot It Up doesn't have 1 million views in a week, something is not right. So what does this mean? Well, it means that Cardi B, who was once the unstoppable force, is now beginning to see signs of like wear and tear over the years of just constantly pushing back the album, fans becoming disillusioned with an album release at all, But the question still remains, will Cardi B ever reclaim her throne? Or will she still continue to try and pacify us with flop features? In conclusion, it seems as if Cardi B may have missed the mark with staying in tune with the ever-evolving music scene. The shift towards artists like Kendrick Lamar, who offer more substance and storytelling within their lyrics, has left Cardi B's once popular city girl anthems sounding just a little bit out of place. The public's taste in hip-hop has completely shifted. They want depth, they want reflection and true artistry, as seen in artists like Doechii or Doja Cat, who are growing and pushing boundaries with their storytelling talents. And Cardi B's strength has always been in her performance and not necessarily her writing. And while she has proven that she can collaborate with great writers like Pardison Fontaine to produce amazing hits, her lack of writing prowess could be holding her back from achieving sustained artistic growth. She needs to get back to her origins and tap into her raw emotions. Those more personal stories that made her stand out in the first place. Much like her breakout track, Get Up 10, where she shares her story of hustle and family struggles. Her debut album, Invasion of Privacy, will forever be a landmark in her career, but following it up is no easy feat. And it seems to me like the demands of her personal life, especially in terms of her marriage as well as her family, have really slowed her down. Even as recently as Valentine's Day, Offset released a single which is supposed to be like a diss track towards Cardi B called 10. And I guess the premise of the song is that she's gonna have to sleep with 10 more people to get over him. But thankfully, the song is not so successful. The song at this moment in time, I think, has like under 100,000 views. No promo for you, sir. And all of this, it's a difficult space for her to navigate. Expectations are so high, and the shadow of Invasion of Privacy looms very big. And I think the constant comparisons to Nicki Minaj doesn't help either. If anything, I actually think they may have been holding back Cardi B from releasing an album, because I guess it would be nice if she had the space to release her album without like an ongoing competition with Nicki Minaj of who can get the most sales and who can dominate the charts. However, if there is one person who knows how to stay relevant, it's Miss Nicki Minaj Petty, who continues to dominate, releasing new albums, new singles, new tours, and perhaps even continuing this, rapid release of music upon her fans in order to keep Cardi on her toes, to keep her at bay. Cardi B's next album has the ability to tap into some seriously self-reflective topics. I mean, just look at what has taken place in her life within the past 7 years. There's so much real life drama, so much wisdom that she can share. Anyway, I sat down and I wrote a few ideas it is that I have for Cardi B's next album and what I think that she could do to set herself apart from everybody else in the industry and embrace this new era of storytelling in rap music. So here I have number 1, trust issues and being let down. We all know that Cardi B has had her fair share of people who have shown some not so great intentions. So whether it's fake friends or industry folks or people with hidden agendas, she's seen it all. An entire track about how hard it is to trust anyone when you have been let down so much and have your guard up is something that we can all resonate with. Her relationship drama. Cardi B and Offset's trials and tribulations have already been public. Their relationship has been a complete and total roller coaster, I think we can all agree. So imagine a song about love in the public eye and constantly facing scrutiny when you love out loud. She could talk about the crazy pressure of fame. We have to admit, Cardi B came out of nowhere and just exploded. That transition from an unknown artist to one of the biggest global rap superstars within a year is a huge transition. So tell us about it. Tell us about the crazy expectations from fans, from haters, and how you had to navigate it. Let us into your world. Then we have her struggle. Cardi's hustle mentality is legendary. She came from the Bronx, she worked her ass off. She never took no for an answer, and here she is. She could literally be giving us the building blocks to do the same ourselves, just to not say no when the world says no to you. Confidence and knowing your worth. Cardi B has always shown us who she is, flaws and all. Whether she is the best version of herself or whether she is the worst version of herself. But it's also about loving yourself through those horrible moments when you don't actually like yourself so much. It could be a beautiful affirmation song that could resonate with so many women. The next one is dealing with being in the public eye, being watched and constantly judged. In a world where we're now like utilizing platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels and all of that kind of stuff, like the average person is now putting themselves out there to be scrutinized. Facing public scrutiny is something that a lot more people can resonate with, more so than they ever have before. Tell us about it. Because all of us now know what it's like to put yourself in front of the world and be unfairly judged. And the last one I have is growth and maturity and reflections. Now that Cardi is a wife / divorcee, I guess, a mom, etc., she is in a completely different space than the one that she began in. She could write a song reflecting on how much she's grown and how much motherhood has changed her and has shifted her perspective. Like for me, I remember when I first started this YouTube channel and I was like, go get it, go get it, go get it. I want to be the best. I want to be the strongest. I want to be the da-da-da-da. And then at 26, I had my daughter and I was like, I don't want these things anymore. I want to raise good humans. I want to raise kind humans. I want to be around them. I want to be a mom. God damn it, I want to be a housewife. So constantly chasing the fame game, constantly fighting the algorithm, for me at least here on YouTube, it just doesn't have the same hit. I'm not contending anymore, which I think is something that a lot of women have experienced after giving birth to children or after raising children, is that our whole perspective of what we want for life just completely shifts. It's okay to adjust to having less ambition. But if Cardi B taps into all of these themes, her next album could be a whole mood. It really could be a behind the scenes look at her overall journey, and the past 7 years of waiting for an album would be totally worth it. We are able to see her real struggles, her real triumphs, and the person that she has now become. Someone who is the same girl from the Bronx, but with a whole new level of wisdom and experience. I mean, for me, I would be listening to that version of Cardi on repeat. So whilst this is a disappointing downfall, I think as a Cardi fan, there's still hope yet. I just know with her ability to tap into multiple different markets that I think that she could quite easily get the music executive push it is that she needs with this album. A push it is that she rightly deserves, but only for a fucking good body of work. And like she said with her breakout single, one of my favorite lyrics from that is, I don't dance now, I make money moves. Said I don't gotta dance, I make money move. So here's to hoping that Cardi B will continue to make that money move in the industry. Anyway, that is about it for today's video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. I just want to say a massive thank you to my researchers for helping me out. We've had this Cardi B story for a hot minute and we've just been waiting for a time that felt appropriate to release it, so I guess it's now. I also want to say a massive thank you to our sponsor, Love and Pies, for sponsoring today's video. Please do not forget to check the link in the description box down below, or you can click this QR code over here so that you guys can get your hands on this amazing game that honestly has been taking up so much of my time. I also wanted to say, if you guys really do enjoy me doing more of these celebrity, styled videos, let me know, because I'm happy to do more celebrity content. More than happy. God, the past couple of days, more than happy to do more celebrity content. I will definitely do that for you. Let me know in the comment section down below. And with that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day or evening, whatever the hell it is you're doing. And until next time, it's been Paige. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what that was. I'm going. Bye.